Hello, this be Blue Star, defender of the equestrian seas, and this be my next blind reaction video, episode 23 of season 6. In last week's episode, I was one to kill all the main 6 because they sent a perfectly good boat to Davy Jones' locker. Grr. But, oh well, in the end it be not their fault. But that episode was really good regardless, even though we have kind of seen that kind of plot before. And unfortunately, I must also say that fans that give away spoilers for the next 4 episodes will be forced to walk the plank. So yes, time to break character now, so. Because I was like, I hate spoilers. Grr. So anyway, this next episode is nearly upon us. Yes! Start. Uh-oh. Filthy Rich.
Well, that's the last of it, Filthy Rich.
Just Rich, please.
Just
and
Rich,
on behalf of Rich's Barnyard Bargains, thanks for another seasoned shipment of Zap Apple Jam.
You are
Our
welcome,
pleasure.
sir.
See you next time.
No.
Apple Bloom, did you pack up the cider into the same crates as the Zap Apple Jam?
Sure did. Now that I'm getting older, I want to prove I can handle more responsibility on the farm.
Uh-oh.
But the crates aren't marked. You kept track of what went into which crate, right?
Yeah, right.
Yep, I totally kept track of everything.
Totally did, yeah.
Good. Because we wouldn't want Filthy Rich to get a shipment of cider when he's supposed to get Zap Apple Jam. You know how Granny feels about selling cider anywhere but on the farm. Are you sure he got the right crates?
Sure, I'm sure.
Sure, I'm sure.
Now, why don't you and Big Mac head on out to the house and let me finish up here?
What?
If you gave Rich the Zap Apple Jam, then what's this here?
Extra?
Extra?
Nope.
Nope. We gotta go stop him. Oh. But first we gotta cut to commercial.
My little pony, my
It happens.
little pony.
Oh, dear.
I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you
Yo.
shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful
Poor
and
Apple
strong.
Bloom, it'll be
Sharing
okay.
kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete to have mine. Do you know you are my very best friends?
Oh. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, oh dear. Unfortunately, it unfortunately does happen. It's like, I thought I, sent him the right shipment, but, oops, I didn't. Oh dear. So, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping. I hope this isn't the whole of the story because it seems like it should be as simple. It's like, oops, sorry, we sent you the wrong shipment. Could you just give it back? And here's your actual shipment. Ugh, brain is malfunctioning. Yeah. So, yeah, there's not much to say about this one, I'm afraid. At least so far. Yeah, I think I will say a little bit more officially. It's like, yes, it's like, I know that all the other episodes of My Little Pony up at the season have been quote-unquote leaked, but I will not be watching them. I want to watch them when they air on Discovery Family and stuff, so, yeah. So, no spoilers! Ugh, I hate spoilers! As I have a saying, is that, you only get to see a show once, so make it count. So, dear, so, yeah, I guess a little bit more about last week's episode, because I liked my kind of intro, but yeah, but not exactly. But yeah, I think that episode was, okay. Yeah, we've seen this plot kind of before, but it's a lesson that's worth retelling and reteaching to not only the next generation of kids, but I think just people in general. It's like, don't jump to conclusions, listen to the whole story and all that stuff, and I think that was a good thing. So anyway, yes, yo. Anyway, back to the show, yo.
Granny knows I wasn't trying to make off with a shipment of cider, right?
Yeah.
Because I would never do that.
Where the
Don't
apple
worry.
lies.
We know exactly whose fault it was.
Oh, that went well. They almost suspected
Now,
Filthy
why
Rich to
in
do something
tarnation
bad.
would you lie to me, Apple Bloom?
I was kind of hoping I could fix it before any pony found out.
Telling lies won't fix anything.
No.
Trust me, I know.
What could you possibly know about it? You've never told a lie in your whole life.
That's not true. Why are you laughing? Because they know that's not true.
What's
Yeah.
so funny? Oh, Sugar Cube. Your big sister lied
Applejack.
so much when she was a filly.
I
the
sense a
whole
story
family ended
coming.
up in the hospital. What?
Yup.
Oh dear.
Might as well tell her the whole story.
the whole
Might even
story.
do her some good.
When Applejack
flip a
and
chair.
Big Mac were just a wee bit older than you are now, they both kept a squabbling over who would run the farm better.
All I'm saying is that you may have plenty of brawn, but I'm the one with the ideas on how to run things better around here.
Applejack, Applejack, Applejack. Ideas are all well and good, but you can't plow a field with them. I don't know how many times I've told you that.
Too many.
You two horned toads better stop jabbering and get to working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is better. I need you to go to town. The apple blight's been awful. And if we
dear.
don't get more spray, cider season will be shorter than a dwarf crab apple tree.
It's like I was just telling Cousin Brayburn last week. Now there's a pony who knows how to put his back into a problem.
It's like teenage
there, Filthy Rich.
Applejack and Big Mac.
Just
Yo.
Rich, please. And I'd like you to meet my fiancée,
Oh.
Spoiled Milk. Honey, this is Applejack
What?
and Big Mac, the two hardest working ponies at Sweet Apple Acres.
My gosh, is he
You were gonna
nice?
farm? How quaint.
Oh.
Now, dear, be nice.
dear.
Sweet Apple Acres makes Zap Apple Jam. It's
Wait a
one
minute.
of Dad's best sellers.
You mean one of your best sellers? My amazing husband-to-be is running the Rich family business now. Did you know that? Well, now you do.
Don't mind Spoiled Milk. She's just proud of me. But she's right. I'm in charge of the store now, and I'm just bursting with ideas I want to try.
Oh, good.
Like what?
Like
Well,
what?
how about this? Cider season's around the corner. Why not let me sell it for you?
Oh.
That is an interesting idea.
Well,
Wait a
maybe
minute.
it's interesting and maybe it ain't. But it's definitely not a new idea. Granny Smith told us your grandpa, Stinkin' Rich, used to ask her every year if he could sell our cider in your store, and Granny told him every year about the tradition of every pony in Ponyville lining up out at Sweet Apple Acres. So start a new tradition. Someday one of y'all take over the farm just like I've taken over the store. I'm guessing it'll be the one with the best ideas. Well, now, as I've said many a time before, ideas are all well and good, but you can't plow a field.
You know what? How about we give you 3 barrels of cider early, and if it sells well, we'll make a deal for the rest.
Oh, hey now, perfect. Come on, honey, I've got to get everything ready.
Hoo-wee! I tell you, if the future means me running Sweet Apple Acres and you being quiet, I can't wait.
Oh. I'm kind of sad about that.
just
I like
can't
his hair,
believe
though.
You'd make a deal with Filthy Rich without even talking to Granny.
Yo.
Granny
no,
will love
big-
the idea. And then she'll decide that I'm the one who should take over the farm. You'll see.
Say what?
Say what? What did you do?
Applejack here had another one of her big ideas. And I think we all know my position on ideas. You can't.
Can't plow a field with them.
We've heard it already.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big
Right.
idea.
Come on, tell me.
Actually, more of an opportunity. You see,
Okay.
we ran into Filthy Rich in town. Did you know he's running the family store now?
And what does this here opportunity mean for Sweet Apple Acres?
Well, since cider season is almost here, I thought it'd be a good idea to give him a few barrels of cider to sell at the store before the season starts.
Oh, is that all?
How is that all?
Absolutely not.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Why? Oh. I'm confused. I guess I don't know.
It's Teenage Applejack and Teenage Big Mac. Yo. Oh no.
In some ways, this makes me kind of sad because Big Mac is clearly very talkative now.
Something clearly happens between now and when he, gets older that he's not talkative anymore.
That makes me sad.
Aww.
I'm sort of caught off guard by this episode. I was not expecting this kind of an episode, but it is kind of cool though. It's like, seeing all the ponies be slightly younger. It's like even even Granny Smith is just a little bit younger than she looks, than she is now. It's kind of cool. It's like, wait a minute. There's a lot of things that are confusing. It's like, wait a minute, was it spoiled milk? I actually forgot what her name is. I think it was Spoiled Rich, so maybe it's kind of, it's one of those annoying things with pony names. It's like sometimes they kind of matter with like your family, sometimes they don't. It's sort of like, like the Apple family, but yet, I don't know where I'm going with this. All right. So far this seems to be a relatively straightforward episode, but sort of catching me off guard a little bit because, I just wasn't expecting an episode like this. Yeah, but it's kind of cool. I mean, it's like, wait a minute, is Filthy Rich actually nice? Oh well, I guess the money and the power of the store corrupted him. But at the same time, he actually did seem kind of nice. I mean, I was expecting him to be like, well, it's not my fault you gave me the cider, It's like he's gonna go and like run it, sell it or something. He's like, I didn't want Granny Smith to think that I was trying to take the shipment of cider by, wow. Since when did Filthy Rich become nice? Then again, at the same time, we actually haven't seen, we've seen him a few, I think we sort of, I was gonna say, we haven't seen him actually be mean to people, or ponies or anything. We kind of assumed that he did, but, I don't know, interesting. Or maybe I just need to get some more sleep. Brain is malfunctioning. I don't know, I mean, it's, so far I'm not thrilled by this episode. It's kind of, okay, this will be kind of interesting, but for now I'm just sort of like, alright, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna kind of like where the story is gonna go. It's like, yeah, it was also almost the point, Apple Bloom's point, it's like, what would you know about lying? You've like never lied ever. That's not true. Applejack's lied plenty of times, even in the show. In fact, technically she lied within the last episode, so, It's like, that's the thing, is that, what, these ponies may represent the elements of harmony, or even be the elements of harmony, but that doesn't mean that they always follow them. Doesn't mean, just because Applejack's the element of honesty doesn't mean that she's honest all the time. Anyway, enough, back to the episode. Yo!
But Granny, why can't we sell a few
Yeah,
barrels
why?
of cider
Why?
early to Filthy Rich? Hey, how's it any different than when you gave Zap Apple Jam to Filthy's grandpappy to sell?
Your cider and your jam ain't the same thing.
Yep.
Zap Apple Jam jars preserve the flavor for moons, but cider starts to spoil the second it comes out the press. That is why every cider season, all of Ponyville lines up at Sweet Apple Acres, and first come and first serve.
I get what you're saying,
That's a good
Granny,
point.
but couldn't you make an exception just this once? I sort of promised.
No.
Besides, cider making is iffy business, and we're probably not going to have a lot this year anyway, what with all the blight. I'm sorry, Applejack, but you's just going to have to unpromise.
Oh dear. Sorry.
I hate to say I told you so, Applejack, but...
You and I both know you don't hate to say anything.
Well, I've always thought that the most important thing a pony can do is say exactly what's on his mind to any pony who listens, so every pony everywhere always knows everything you're thinking.
And you don't
Really?
ever have to listen to any pony else.
What?
Exactly.
My gosh, Big Mac is gonna have like more lines in this one episode than
if
the
it ain't
entire
my
series.
new business partner.
About the cider,
Got
Rich.
bad news.
Take a look at what I did last night after we made our deal. Woo! Pretty great, huh?
What is?
The thing is, I don't think I
can't.
can get you, Winnie.
What?
What? I did all this work on your say-so. We shook hooves and everything.
Well, you see, at Sweet Apple Acres, we've always been about quality, and well, your basic jam jar will
Plus,
keep...
it's been a tough harvest this year, what with all the blight.
Oh, sounds to me like you're trying to make excuses. Whenever Granddad dealt with Granny Smith, she kept her word.
Oh, dear.
If you can't do that, then maybe our families should stop doing business
no.
together. All together.
Oh no!
Now, the thing is, Rich, it ain't really up to us. You see, Granny's...
Sick!
Wait, Granny's sick?
Granny's sick?
I had no idea.
What?
Yeah,
Wait.
no pony did.
Wait, what? Ow!
What Big Mac means is we've been trying to keep it quiet. don't want people to make rash decisions about doing business with Sweet Apple Acres just because we're a little short-hooved at the moment.
Oh, my. Of course, of course. I'm so sorry. Please, let me know if there's anything I can do.
Much appreciated. But right now, we only ask for your understanding during this difficult time.
Oh, dear.
You were supposed to tell Rich the simple truth, but instead you made things worse with a giant lie.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, what was I supposed to do? You heard Rich. If I told him the truth, he was gonna stop doing business with us altogether.
Yeah, but that's only because I forgot to ask if we had any oat crumbles for this delicious-looking salad, Granny.
Nice catch.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
I'll go take a look.
That was only because you made promises you couldn't keep. But there's gotta be a better way out of this mess than by making up some story about Granny being sick.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
For now. But...
Sorry to drop by unannounced.
busted.
We just wanted to come by to wish Granny a speedy recovery.
Look,
Well, that
sis,
was nice.
our good friend Mr. Rich and his fiancée are here. Oh,
Here.
and they brought flowers for Granny on account of she's sick, like you said.
Oh,
Ain't that sweet?
nice. By the way, she's coming out.
Excuse me 1 second.
Ow! Oof, ow.
What in tarnation?
Like, have you gone mad?
Sorry, Granny. I didn't see you there.
You came blasting in so fast, 'twas possible to see nothing.
Can you go out to the barn? I think we might have left a blight sprayer in the orchard.
Are you out of your apple-picking mind? It's supper time, girl.
I know, but if we forgot a sprayer, I'd want to get it before dark. You go start counting, and I'll tell Big Mac we'll be right back.
Oh, dear. Oh, my gosh.
So from that moment on, I took to referring to myself as big or large or...
Oh, Applejack, your brother was just explaining why he always wears his yoke.
Even though we asked him how your grandmare is doing.
Uh-oh.
You know how Big Mac can get to talking, especially when he's upset. And right now, he's just as worried about Granny Smith as I am.
Oh, dear.
Dear, is she doing that bad?
Oh, dear.
Well, one thing's for sure. She shouldn't be seeing any pony right now.
Yeah. Oh,
In fact, I'm getting more upset just thinking about it. Excuse me.
excuse me. I gotta go cry and... Oh,
What
hey,
in the
careful.
really fumadilla's gotten into you?
What are you doing?
Sorry, Granny. I just decided if I helped you, it would go faster.
Well, you're too late. All the sprayers are here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good. Say, Granny, when did you first fight the apple blight again?
It was my second year here in Ponyville. That was before I had to reach on the one knee.
And others
Oh,
say
dear.
that's how the trees got to growing so tall.
Something up
But
here.
to me, it's just how I got my cutie mark.
But we asked when we could come back to see Granny.
She's
Big
got a
Mac didn't want to
point.
be rude, but you just can't see Granny right now because she's got apple blight.
She's got apple
I
blight.
thought only trees got the blight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
It's like apple blight.
The doctors think it's
Man.
from working in the orchard for so many years. You see, we had to take Granny to Ponyville General. We just got back right before you showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
That is terrible.
Ugh, it's not contagious, is it?
I'm sure
yeah,
you'll
maybe.
be fine, but you should leave.
Yeah, you should go right now.
Just
oh,
in
no.
case.
Ugh.
You're right. We're gonna have to hurry if we want to get there before visiting hours are over.
What?
That's right.
Wait, but that's right. No.
Why, the hospital, of course.
Aw.
I'm sure we'll see you there.
Aw. Nice going, Applejack. Oh no. Oh, I love Big Mac in this episode. I mean, yeah, he's had more. He's a whole other character. You know, it's like he's actually being expressive and talking, and he's definitely had more lines in probably the first 5 minutes of the episode that he has throughout the entire series. And the best part is they're actually as himself this time. Oh dear, so yo. And I do like how he's just like, all right, Applejack, you got yourself into this mess. You're gonna have to get yourself out. It's like, I'm staying out of this. It's not my fault you did this. Which is kind of good and kind of bad at the same time. And also, like, it's like, Apple Blight. Wow. Good one, Applejack. Ugh. Oh no! It's like, I'm kind of surprised, but it's still. I mean, I kind of like this episode. I mean, it's clearly one of these, and you know, it's obviously why one little lie isn't gonna cause much trouble. Oh yes, it is. Kind of reminds me of an episode of Fraggle Rock where it's like one of the characters called Boober is like trying to get out of having to look over another Fraggle's pet beast or something, and makes a lie and tells a lie to get out of it, and by the time he's done, he's dressing up as like the old gypsy lady and doing all these crazy things, and it's like all he wanted was to just have a nice quiet day. Oh, poor guy. But yeah, it shows how there is no such thing as one little harmless lie. Because, you know, unfortunately, you gotta tell another lie, and another lie, and another lie, and another lie, and you actually gotta find ways to support the lie, because otherwise they're gonna find out, wait, that's not true. Like, they're gonna go to the hospital and find out, oh, Granny Smith's not actually there. So, oh dear. So it's gonna be, oh dear. I mean, again, I'm still surprised at that. Wow. Filthy Rich appears to be nice, and so, interesting. So, But again, we don't really know Filthy Rich's character very much, because we've never actually seen his character all that much. In fact, we've seen, in some ways, more of his wife's character than we've seen his, but, still. And I do have to say is that, yeah, his, oh, actually, well, at this moment, you know, she's, my brain is, you know, she's the fiancé at this point, but, yeah, I mean, she's unfortunately not wrong. It's like, you know, it's like, that was an interesting story, but that's not the question I asked, you know. I understand that, unfortunately, quite a great deal, because sometimes, you know, I'll ask people questions and they won't answer the question that I asked. It's like, that's a nice story, but that's not what I asked you. Anyway, back to the episode.
Telling Filthy Rich that Granny's in the hospital just made everything 100 times worse.
Yes, it did.
What are we supposed to do now?
I got it!
You do?
Drop my second best piece right in the pig pen.
You didn't realize that she wasn't there?
The worst
Oh,
case
dear.
of apple blight I have ever seen.
I'd love to hear more, Granny, but we gotta get to the hospital right away.
Why is
The
that?
hospital?
Why?
Who's sick?
You are, apparently.
You are, apparently.
What he means is you're needed at the hospital.
Whatever for.
Good question.
It's the apple blight. It's starting to infect ponies now.
What?
Doctors need an expert opinion, and no pony knows more about
Oh,
fun
come
blight than
on.
Granny Smith.
Well, what in tarnation are we waiting for? Let's go!
Hurry! Okay. Uh-oh. Okay.
You know, we're supposed to go in the back, to avoid any pony in the waiting room with the blight.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oops, I almost forgot.
Okay, here, get in here.
This is perfect. And now you don't have to worry about catching the blight.
If you say so, dearie.
But
Now
what
you
about
wait
you?
right here while I check on your presentation.
Huh?
What in the rotten rhubarb is going on here?
Fancy meeting you two here.
Well, we told you we were coming.
Well, I'm glad we found you, because I can't seem to find Granny's room, or any nurses who've even heard about a pony with apple blight.
Granny's room. Sure, just go down here, take a left, then a right, go down some stairs, up a bunch more stairs, through the cafeteria, left 3 more times, and then you're there.
Right.
Easy as
What's
Granny's
he
apple
going on
pie.
about?
Aren't you coming with us?
I'll
No?
catch up. I gotta find Big Mac. Okay, Granny, just wait here 1 second and we can go.
Where are you two going?
Big Mac can't come. He might be contagious.
Contagious? What are you talking about?
All right, climb up here and I'll cover you up. Then I'll bring
What?
Rich in, tell him you're Granny.
What?
You're not allowed to take the sheets off. You moan a few times, he leaves, and this whole thing is over.
Are you kidding?
This is spinning way out of control, Applejack. Now, I know you thought selling cider in Filthy's store was a good idea, but it ain't worth lying to him about Granny being sick and needing to go to the hospital, or fibbing to Granny about them wanting her to come here to talk about the blight,
Oh, dear.
or...
Big Macintosh, please just listen to me for once. This ain't about my ideas. If Rich finds out about all the lies, he'll cut off ties with us and the farm will go under. Now, do you want that to happen, or do you want to help?
Why can't you be Granny? You're her size, and this is all your fault in the first place.
Yeah.
I would, but if I let you do the talking, you just ramble on and on until we all got caught.
Ugh.
Just lay down,
He's
keep
like
still, and
quadruple her
promise me you won't
size.
say anything for once in your life.
Yep.
Yep. Aww.
Granny!
Granny! Where are you going? Busted.
Granny!
Maybe.
It's about time. What is going on around here?
All right.
Granny, they need you to wait here. I'll come get you.
It's probably gonna be a broom closet.
There you are.
Hey.
We've been going in circles looking for Granny's room.
Well, you're in luck, because it's right over here.
Right over
and this
here.
time I'll make sure you don't get lost.
Uh-oh. Where are you taking Big Mac?
What
Uh-oh.
in the dadgum?
Where did he go?
What
I mean, she go.
now?
I mean,
He, she was right here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. We gotta go.
Is that Granny Smith?
Where are they taking her?
Oh, dear. That's a good question, actually.
You two, don't lose that gurney.
What?
Granny, what are you doing? You're supposed to stay there.
It was a supply closet.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Well, okay, come with me, but be quiet. You know,
What?
save your voice for the big presentation.
What are you up to, Applejack? Wait, is that Derpy? Oh no! Oh no, Big Mac, he's dead. Or he's about
I'm
to
sorry, but you can't get any closer without a gown and mask.
But that's my
Please.
brother on there.
be. What?
Don't worry. This is our best doctor. She'll have your brother back on his hooves in no time.
Okay.
Ugh.
Now, apple blight is a
Oh
serious
dear, oh
disease.
dear, this is gonna be
Mary?
embarrassing. Apple
Did
blight.
she say apple blight?
Apple blight.
She said gasket mites.
Gasket mice.
And once
What?
your trunk turns red like this, the only thing
What?
to do
Oh,
is
come
prune
on.
the branches.
Oh no, Granny!
Oh no, Granny! Wait a minute.
Did you say prune them branches?
Well,
Prune
sure.
them branches?
What else you
Oh,
gonna
no.
do once the blight gets this bad?
Oh dear. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Oh no, a saw! Uh-oh.
Everybody just stop.
Yes!
This is all a big misunderstanding.
You could say that.
Actually, it's a big lie.
I'm so sorry. Hi there. Who are you?
Mac?
Big Mac.
Granny Smith?
Granny Smith.
What is going on here, Applejack?
That is a darn good question.
Yes, it is. Oh dear.
I'm not sure if I was worried that no pony was listening to my ideas, or just nervous that I wouldn't be the one to end up running the farm, but I promised something to Filthy Rich that I couldn't deliver,
Aw.
and I was too embarrassed to admit it.
So Granny was never sick?
No.
And there ain't no apple blight in ponies?
No.
Nope.
Those were all
Uh-oh.
lies. And I thought if you found out, you'd stop doing business with the farm. So I just kept telling more.
Oh.
So she's not a doctor.
No.
Please don't
no.
make Granny and the farm suffer for what I did. This whole thing is my fault.
That's not entirely true.
Oh.
Maybe if I paid more attention to what you had to say instead of talking all the time, none of this would have happened in the first place.
Oh.
I just need to talk less,
Oh.
listen more,
Yeah.
especially to you.
Aw.
Thanks, big brother. And whether it's me running Sweet Apple Acres or you, I know it'll be in good hooves.
Well, that's nice, but I don't know what in blazes you two were talking about. I ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Running the farm, not after this display. Not likely.
Oh dear.
And don't you go getting any ideas about cutting ties with Sweet Apple Acres, or
What?
I'm going right to your green, Peppy. Get
What?
me?
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, who here still wants to hear about the apple blight? Now
What? What
I
doctors?
can't believe you told all those lies.
Oh.
It's not a story I'm proud of.
Oh
But
well.
it taught me a lifelong lesson about being honest.
Yo.
I hope you learned something too.
I sure did. I learned that no pony starts out perfect, and sometimes you gotta make a few mistakes to figure out who you are.
Yo.
Yep.
But I think the most important thing I learned is who really runs Sweet Apple Acres. Granny!
Yo.
You're darn tootin'. Now every pony quit your lollygaggery and get back to work. Right after we have a glass of cider.
Oh. Okay. Yo. Oh dear. As always, thank you two hardworking people for working so hard on the show. Yo. Okay, that was interesting, odd, but interesting. So that was I don't remember the name of this episode. I think we're the pony lies, I think. Okay. Unfortunately. I think I'm just sleep deprived and like so I'm just like, oh. Yeah, so I'm kind of, you know, I'll say this anyway. Yeah, I mean, I did say the title of a review by Dr. Wolf, and I was expecting a different episode. That might be a different, I did not actually watch that review, but I was like, oh no, I was expecting that episode, I guess, but so I got a different one, so I mean, that was also probably a little bit of it as well. But still, I mean, it's they may have done episodes kind of like this before, where it's like we go into the past of the ponies and all that stuff, and I think that was kind of cool. And it was kind of, I honestly was expecting Applebloom to say, well, the most important thing I learned was that Big Mac actually used to talk an awful lot. It's like, oh no, it's like, again, it makes me feel a little sad that, you know, but, you know, I kind of, it's an interesting sub-lesson itself, is that, you know, and obviously we all start off as one thing, but we usually end up as something else, and that, yeah, I mean, like, Big Mac was all big and talkative and everything, and, you know, and then, obviously, I have a feeling something else happened as well, but it does sound like this was kind of the start of that. It's like, I'm gonna try to not talk so much, you know, because listen more, which is, in some ways, I think, what, you know, we should always try to do that from time to time. But anyway, of course, it's always a balance thing, you know, there's times to talk and there's times to listen. The trouble is figuring out when. But anyway, enough of that. So yeah, I mean, this episode was kind of straightforward. It's a classic kind of children's episode, and I think it did it fairly well. I mean, it is kind of strange, to be honest, and it's, I mean, in some ways I was thinking, is like, you know, I've normally seen episodes like this, but, you know, it's like not one where, you know, there's somebody else who's sort of like, you know, it's like, you know, you should really stop lying, but he's sort of participating in the lies and everything too, but I guess, I don't know, it's sort of, I don't know. I don't know. I'm losing it already. Curses. Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of straightforward episode. It was nice. It was kind of nice to see all the ponies as younger. It's like teenage Big Mac and probably teenage Applejack. Yo, cool. Good. I like Big Mac's hair. It's cool. Messy, but cool. Yeah, I mean, I think it was an interesting character thing, because, yeah, that's might be the biggest thing for us, you know, the older fans of the show, is that, yeah, I mean, we've seen episodes like this before, and it's a straightforward lesson. It's like, yeah, don't lie to people, because, yeah, because especially don't lie this way, because it just gets out of control, and and it will ultimately come back in the end, and it will not end well for you, is the short answer. Yeah, so, But yeah, here we got a little glimpse into each one of the characters, and, you know, including Filthy Rich. It's like, he actually seems like a nice guy. Again, in some ways, there's no evidence to say that he isn't a nice guy. But anyway, you know, And, you know, I think there was valid points for him to be angry at the apples and, you know, Applejack, and, you know, there was, I think, reasonable motivations and everything for all the characters to feel the way that they do, and, it was okay, I guess, you know. And, I mean, I've seen episodes like this before, so it gets kind of tiresome. It's like, oh, come on, Applejack, you really don't think that's gonna work. It's like, really? It's like, Big Mac is like 4 times the size of Granny Smith. It's like, who... It's like, I don't think anybody, I mean, who would believe that that is Granny Smith under there? It's like, but it was kind of fun. It sort of accomplished what it was trying to do, and it was kind of nice to see the history and the backstories of some of the characters, and, you know, see that, you know what, these characters, you know, didn't start off being these characters. It didn't, like, Applejack has not always been honest all her life, and that she learned it over time, and that Big Mac, there was a time when Big Mac actually talked an awful lot, but decided that, oh, maybe I need to talk, not so, maybe I need to talk a little bit less and listen more. Okay, I think I'm definitely rambling on and almost grasping at straws on this one, because this one's kind of straightforward. It was okay. Not great, but okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching and liking, commenting, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong. And pony on. Blue Star out.